Now let us solve this problem on hexagonal prism. A hexagonal prism, side of base 30 mm and height of axis 80 mm, is resting on HP on one corner of its base such that axis makes 30° to HP and the plane containing that corner and axis of prism makes 45° to VP. Draw its projections. Now let us first of all analyze the problem. We have to first of all see which is the resting plane. Now here it is clearly mentioned that it is resting on HP. So resting plane is no doubt it is horizontal plane. Then tilting is about. We have to decide whether tilting is about edge or corner. Now in this case we see here that it is resting on HP on one corner of its base. That means it is only resting on a corner. It means we have to tilt it about a corner. So tilting is about corner. Then we have to give first inclination. We know we always give first inclination to the resting plane. So in this case resting plane is HP. That's why we have to give first inclination to HP, and it is axis makes 30° to HP. So here first inclination is of the axis 30° to HP is the first inclination of the axis, and now second inclination is the plane containing that corner and axis makes 45° to VP. So second inclination is with respect to vertical plane, and that is plane making 45° to VP. Let us understand all this first of all with the help of model. Now let us decide if tilting is about edge or corner, then how to start with the first top view. Here whenever tilting is about edge, we have to draw that edge perpendicular to XY in initial position, and whenever it is about corner, we have to draw line joining that corner and center parallel to XY. So whenever it is about edge, that edge must be drawn perpendicular to XY. Whenever it is about corner, line joining that corner and center must be drawn parallel to XY. So accordingly for hexagonal prism, the top view in this case will be like this. So if it is about edge, then initially let us say this is line XY. So initially we will have to draw it in such a way that the edge is perpendicular to XY. So this is the required orientation in top view. This I am talking in top view. In top view, that edge, one edge must be drawn perpendicular to XY. Now if it is about corner, then the orientation of top view will become something like this. So here we need to start from one corner and go on marking points like this. So in initial condition, we find this is the center of polygon or that hexagon. So line joining that corner and center, this line must be drawn parallel to XY. So now this line joining that corner and center is parallel to XY. This is the way we need to draw if it is about corner, and this is the way we need to draw if it is about edge. Now let us see with the help of model. So just now we discussed that resting plane is HP. That's why initially we have to assume that the whole prism is resting on its base on HP, such that now tilting is about corner. So line joining that corner, let us say tilting is about this corner, it is resting on this corner on HP. So line joining this corner and center of the polygon should be parallel to XY. So this is the initial position of the hexagonal prism, such that this corner and line joining the center is parallel to XY. Now after this we have to give first inclination. Now first inclination is to the resting plane, that means to HP, and that is of the axis making 30° with HP. So we have to tilt it about this corner such that we can now see this is the axis. Now the axis is making certain angle with horizontal plane. You can see axis is making certain angle with HP and it is still parallel to VP. So this is the intermediate position, and in this position we need to again draw its front view and top view. Now in second inclination, keeping this constant, inclination of the axis we need to keep constant, and the second inclination we have to apply, that is which contains that corner and center or axis of the prism is making 45 degree to vertical plane. So in this case, first of all we need to understand the plane. Here is the corner and here is the axis. So this is the plane. This is the plane which contains that corner and axis. Right now this plane is parallel to vertical plane. So we have to tilt it such that now that plane makes 45 degree to VP. So this is the final position of the solid when we apply second inclination. Now let us solve this on board. Now we have to start with the initial position. So in initial position we have drawn this hexagon such that the corner, line joining corner and center, we can see this line we need to draw parallel to XY. Now let us name the points E and F. These are the points of the base. Then the points at the top 6 dash and this is O dash, P dash as the axis. Now we have to apply first inclination. The first inclination is of the axis making 30 degree with HP. That means if when axis makes 30 degree, we have to draw base at 60 degree. So first of all take point A dash on XY and through this draw a line which makes 60 degree with XY, and then we have to reproduce this as it is. So for reproduction purpose you can take help of compass and along the 60 degree line mark this distance. So we can see along this line drawn at 60 degree we have marked this distance. Then putting pointer at A, measure distance A dash 1 dash and mark it along this line. So it is A dash 1 dash. Then now we have obtained point A dash and here D dash. So A dash, D dash and this is point 1 dash. So from any 2 points we can get point 4 dash. Like take distance D dash 4 dash in compass and mark it like this, and now take distance 1 dash 4 dash in compass and by putting pointer at 1 dash this is point obtained as 4 dash. So like this. For that we need to mark center, that is axis. So take distance A dash P dash, so this is point P dash. Similarly you can take distance 1 dash O dash, or if you are using drafter then you can directly draw a line parallel to this, so that will make it very easy to draw. So this is axis, and now with respect to axis I can draw or obtain these points. So this is B dash and C dash. So this way I have reproduced this front view as it is, such that now this axis will make angle 30 degree. So like this we have reproduced the given front view at required inclination of 30 degree. Now after this we have to draw top view. So for that we need to draw all projectors from front view and projectors from top view. So now we have to mark the points at respective intersection. Like if we start from here, this is projector from A dash and projector from A will give you point A. Likewise, projector through B and B. This is B. Similarly, C and C. So here you get C. So once we get all the points, we have to join the points. First we mark all the points on the boundary by thick lines. So just to all these points are falling on the boundary. So these are all points which are falling on the boundary. For joining remaining points, we have to look at this object or this view such that the condition observer object plane is satisfied. So we are looking from top, that means this face is nearest to the observer. Face of the prism is nearest to the observer. That's why remaining points of the face are to be joined by thick lines. So these are the remaining points which now I am joining by thick lines. Then the points of the base, that is alphabets, they are not visible. When you look from top, this part of the prism is not visible. That's why we need to connect the remaining edges by hidden line or dotted line. So this way we have connected. Now we have to join the longer edges of the prism. So which are those longer edges, like D4 or 4D, 3C, E5 and so on. So here we see already we have which edges we have joined, you can just check. So A1 still not joined. So where is A1? If you look from top, A1 is away from the observer. That's why A1 is to be joined by dotted line because it is not visible. Now we can see 2B is connected, C3 is connected, D4 still not connected, E5 is connected and F6 is also connected. Now only edge remaining is D4. Where is D4? You can see D4 is nearest to the observer. That's why D to 4. Now D4 is falling on this dotted edge. But whenever thick line and dotted line coincide with each other, we have to always give first preference to the thick line. That's why this part, though part of it is invisible, but as we are giving preference to the visible edge first, that's why this edge will become thick. So D4 I have joined by thick line, and only part of A1, as we see here, part of A1 is this much part will remain dotted. So this completes the top view of the first inclination or of the intermediate position. Now let us apply second inclination. Here second inclination is of the plane. Now here the plane is seen as a line. We can see the plane containing that corner. So which corner is on HP? Corner A is on HP. So plane containing that corner and axis. This is the axis. So axis of the, so plane containing corner and axis is nothing but this line. Actually it is a plane. It is a plane surface, but in top view it will be seen as a line. So this plane makes 40 degree to VP. Right now that plane is parallel to VP. So we have to now tilt the solid. If we go by change of position method, we have to redraw this such that this plane, or in simple words I can say this particular line makes 40 degree with XY. But instead of change of reference line method, then in that case you will have to draw new reference line at given angle with that plane. So this is the plane which contains edge and axis. So this plane makes 40 degree with XY. So I am now drawing new reference line at 45 degree with that plane. So this is the new reference line X1, Y1. So now we have to draw projectors. These are all projectors. So let me start from here. Remember, these projectors must be perpendicular to x1, y1. So we have to draw them perpendicular to x1, y1. So projector through 5. then through 2, then 3, here is 4, then projector through O. Likewise, we have to draw projectors through points of the base. Then point E. Similarly, B. Then here we get that of D. So like this, we can draw all these projectors. So I have drawn all these projectors. Now, and lastly, the projector through P. Now we have to mark distances of the previous view, that is front view. So for this, let us go one by one. Let us say point A. So trace the projector of A. As A is on XY here, so on new reference line it will be on X1, Y1. So here we get A dash. Similarly, you can take now distance of B and F in compass and transfer it on projector through B. We can see this is B, projector through B. So this is B dash. Then projector through F, same distance, but projector is different, F dash. Take distance of P, P dash, transfer it along its projector, that is P dash. Then distance of C and E, this distance we have to mark along projector through C and E. So this is projector of C, C dash. Then projector of E, which goes here. So this is E dash. Likewise, now we have to mark distances of these points. So this is 1 dash, projector of 1. So 1 dash. 2, 6, take this distance in compass and transfer on projector through 2. So here you get 2 dash and 6. Same distance, projector is different, 6 dash. Then distance of O, that is O dash, along its projector. So along this you get O dash. Then distance of 3 and 5, mark along projector through 3. So this is 3 dash. And same distance on projector through 5. So this is 5 dash. And lastly, the point which is farthest away is 4. So we need to transfer that distance. So this is on projector through 4 dash. So here you get 4 dash. Now which points fall on the boundary you can see, but while joining the points we have to always take care that you join the existing edges on the solid. Like what I mean to say, you cannot connect C with 4 because C4 is not the existing edge on the solid. So let us start drawing. So like you can see here, A, B, then we go to C, then from C to D. Now we can see D4 is falling on the boundary, so join D to 4, then 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 1, 1 to A, because 1A is the existing edge and it is falling on the boundary, so we can join A and 1 like this. Now for remaining points which are not falling on the boundary, we have to see the object such that observer object plane, this condition is satisfied. So now we need to look from this side. So this is observer, this is object, and this is plane in a direction perpendicular to the plane. So we can see the face ABCDEF, the base part of the prism is nearest to the observer. So remaining points of the base must be connected by thick lines. So we can see A to F, then E, so EF, and DE is falling or is the base part. Then as we see, this face is away from the observer. That's why remaining points of the face should be connected by dotted line. So remaining points of the face are connected by dotted line. So 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. So this way we have connected the points on the face which is away from the observer. Then here we have to A1 is joined B2. It's not yet joined. Let us think of B2. So when I try to connect B to 2, it is crossing this thick line. And the second criterion is there are two dotted lines merging in point 2. That's why the third line emerging from 2 will also be dotted. So B2 should be joined by dotted line. Then we see C3. Again, there are two dotted lines merging in point 3. That's why C to 3 will also be dotted. Okay, so we can see A1 is connected, B2 is connected, C3 is connected, D4 already connected, E to 5. E to 5 still not joined. You can see E corner is nearest to the observer. That's why line starting from E should be thick, and the second is we can see we are crossing here this dotted line. So this line will be thick, or actually it has come slightly inclined. It should be somewhat straight. So 5 point will be somewhere here. So, and the axis OP, so this is axis OP, which we have joined by center line. Still one line is missing, and that is F6. So when I try to join F to 6, it is crossing this dotted line. That's why F6 will be thick. So F to 6 like this. So ultimately, the final view, front view of the solid will look like this. So we have, finally we have to check whether we have connected all the edges. A1 connected, B2 connected, C3 connected, D4 connected, E5 connected, and F6 connected, and all the base edges and face edges, they are also connected. So this completes the final front view of this object. So these two views satisfy both the conditions, that corner is on HP, axis making 30 degree, and the plane containing axis and that corner making 45 degree with V.